Hey guys, my name is Angela Hope, and I am a lead singer in a band that's called Approaching Eternity. I don't know if you guys have heard our music, but we just released an album called After the Fall on July 25th of 2025, so just a couple months ago. And one of the things I really wanted to do was kind of come on here and share some of the reasons I wrote the songs that I did, and what kind of the inspiration behind them were. About three of the songs I had written already previously before I met Josh, who is our producer, and he is also the guitarist, and he does most of the other instrumentation. Actually, he does all the other instrumentation on our album. And he puts together the music. He's very, very good at what he does. I'm very grateful for him. We decided, we definitely wanted to include a song that was given to me several years ago. And I say given to me because I'm gonna share that experience with you right now. He really did give that to me. So the song is called Valley of Rest, and I was at a point in my life where it was very difficult. A lot of poor choices I had made throughout the years were really just kind of inundating me, and I was drowning in my poor choices. And I didn't really know how to live life. I was 350 pounds. I don't know if you guys know that. And it was very difficult for me in so many ways. I was also a mom. I had just had my son, and um, so everything was very, very hard. And I remember this one day. I was actually upstairs in the room of my parents' house, and I had gone to bed early because there was a lot of stuff going on that just didn't make any sense. And so I was really, really upset about it. And I went to bed crying. And Abba woke me up about 4 o'clock in the morning, and I could hear music playing. I could hear a piano playing, and I was like, where's that music coming from? And then all of a sudden I saw this vision open up in front of me, and in this vision there was a valley. It was so beautiful. There were so many colors, and then there was mountains all around us, or all around, and there were trees, and then this clearing. And I look over and I see on the side there's this man, and he steps out of the woods from the mountains, and he's covered in blood and sweat, and he's in his armor, and he has a sword in his hand, and the sword is wet with blood. And I looked at him, and he leans over and kind of leans against his knees, and he you could tell he was exhausted. And I look at him and I'm like, that's me. That is me. That is me. And all of a sudden I hear these words, and it says, in the valley is where I catch my breath. And I was like, oh my gosh, that is the most amazing thing. What? And so he's resting on his knees in this vision, and he pushes himself up on his knees because he realizes, oh my gosh, what am I doing? I'm taking too much of a break. The enemy could be near. I gotta look. And so he starts panning to see if the enemy's anywhere near on the tree line. I hear the words, my foes surround me, but here he gives me rest. I'm like, what? So as he's looking, he sees water, and it's like he's so thirsty. He remembers, I am so thirsty. So he starts stumbling, and he stumbles and stumbles towards this water, tripping over himself. He's very tired. He is physically exhausted. And he gets to the water, and he sticks his hand out, and he kneels down next to it, and he cups his hand just like this, and he cups his hand in the water, and he brings it to his mouth, and he starts to drink, and he goes, hand to the water so I can drink you in. And I immediately thought about a sermon that I had heard where a gentleman was talking about deer, and the fact that deer will run until there is literally almost no water left in their body. And they can die at that point if they don't get water. And I remembered that scripture, that said, "As the deer pants for the water, so my soul longs for you." And I knew that water represented the word and the living water. And so after he said, "My, hand to the water so I can drink you in," he said, "My strength depleted from wrestling with my sin." I am not a piano player. I don't claim to be a piano player. I did play a couple of the tracks for the song, for the album, because I can write a little bit with it, and I can kind of put the ideas down. I wouldn't consider myself a piano player by any means. I'm definitely a singer. But I did get to record this. But the reason I say that is because that morning, after hearing that and after writing, he wrote the whole song within about 15 minutes, I'm going to say. And I wrote it down, and then when everybody woke up, I went downstairs and I decided to just try to figure it out. Maybe I can get it down on piano. I didn't know how, but I just remembered what I heard, and I promise you, it was like, I don't know what it was like. It was the craziest, most amazing thing, because I played the chords and I knew this was it. This is it. This is what I heard. And the lyrics and the melody fit so perfectly with it. And so we actually got it recorded, which was crazy. And we didn't end up using that recording, but I was able to remember it because of that recording. So I'm very grateful that I had that for that time. And then we were able to do it on this album. So if you're interested in hearing Valley of Rest, please check out Approaching Eternity. The song is Valley of Rest. And I just want to kind of leave you with this. If you are in the valley, just know that this is where the rest comes. Everything can be going wrong all around you, but as long as you have that living water, He will help you and He will keep you safe. And that man in that vision that I saw, before it ended, he fell asleep right next to the water. He was safe and protected. And so just know that if there's something going on, that valley is purposeful and it is meaningful, and you can always depend on Him being the living water and taking care of you the way that you need to be taken care of, even if the whole world doesn't know how. So check out our album, After the Fall, Approaching Eternity. My name is Angela Hope. Joshua Watts is also in the band, and his son Lucas plays bass with our band. So check us out. Let me know what you think, and if you guys are in the valley and you would like some prayers, feel free to post. My prayer for you is that you will know the rest that comes by leaning on the shepherd. He is there to give you rest when you need it. Shalom. I love you. And you guys have a beautiful day.